こんにちは。アフィリエイトパートナーの皆様、こんにちは。スカルモシャ CGO アジア最高成長記念者エフゲニー・チバテロと申します。ビデオをご覧くださりありがとうございます。拙い日本語なごで、今回は Luminar AI についてのご説明を英語でさせていただきます。どうぞ字幕をご覧ください。Thank you for joining the affiliate briefing. Today I'll share a few things about Luminar AI, so we'll get started right away. So first of all, give me 1 second. All right, here we go. So my name is Evgeny Chebotarov, and I'll show you a few brief introduction about Luminar AI. I am Skylum's CGO, and I'm in charge of the Asian market and for the affiliates. So Skylum is Skylum Software is a company that makes software for over 10 years, and we want to help communicators and visual storytellers to succeed. So we started this company and we want to make sure that the creators of the content can make mind-blowing pictures and photos very, very easily and spend a lot less time on this. So while it's okay for some people to rely on traditional techniques, we want to make sure that many millions of people are happier and that they enjoy the process while using the innovative techniques that Skylum can develop for them. So here's just a preview screen. This is not a final interface design, but Luminar AI is now able to do a lot more things in a lot easier manner without involving the layers or liquify tools or anything like this. So it's very easy and fun to use. So it's simply amazing and amazingly simple. This is the tool that's so easy to use that a lot of people will fall in love with photography once again. So the first thing we need to know is that Luminar AI, it works as an application and as a plugin. And it's a brand new product. It's an alternative to the traditional photo editing that most of us used for many, many years in the past and have gotten used to this. So we want to change this and make editing fun and easy again so that people like you and me can go out and take more pictures. So the key for Luminar AI is to focus on the result and not necessarily on the process. So we want to make sure that people can enjoy the process and not necessarily spend hours and hours learning different techniques and still get less than satisfactory results. Here's just a few photos that are possible with Luminar AI. On the left side, you might recognize sky replacement, one of the innovative tools that we released in Luminar 4. It will get better and faster in Luminar AI. And of course, everything is possible with all the color tools and other tools that make it a lot easier to change the mood and color of specific photos that you want and make sure that they match across all of the photos that you have in a photo set or a collection. So kind of like go into some of the tools that will be revealed in the next 2 weeks, you will see that the first one we're showing the results before and after. And what you see here is that you will be able to change the color of the iris, the color of the eyes. And it is possible to do this fully automatically. So just by selecting which color you want, you'll be able to make this change happen. Here's another example. So the eyes can turn from brown to a different color to accent a specific background that you have, or a dress, or anything related to the model or a place. So that makes editing so much easier and so much fun without having to rely on manual selection. Here's one more example where you can change not just the eyes, but the overall look very simply by using one of the templates that we have. And one more example, you can see how more pronounced the picture became and uh, how much more catch in the eyes and how much more pronounced the eyes became. So this does not require any masking or any of the layers. So that's very easy because it utilizes the AI. So here's a bit of the interface that you can see. This is not finalized yet, but you're starting to see some of the interface. It will be familiar for people who have used Luminar 4 in the past, but still has some of the interesting aspects of guiding you through the process and making sure that it's easy. So this is not a finalized interface, of course, but we want to show you what's possible. So at Skylum, our goal is to become a global leader in computational photography. And we believe that it's possible with the technologies and all the innovation that we're bringing, with the research that we're putting together to make sure that menial tasks that used to take a lot of time are now much, much easier than before. So Luminar AI, we want to bring it to the global standard of photo editing, and we want to make sure that communicators and visual storytellers all around the world are able to use that to the maximum without spending hours and hours in the editing process. And I think we are just getting started, and a lot more interesting tools and innovations will be revealed in the next couple of weeks. So I want to go through several steps as to why Luminar is better than traditional photo editors. So the reason number one is that you will save a lot of time. And the time is the most valuable asset that we have. We don't have much time, and we want to make sure that we are doing something that we enjoy, that we are out there taking pictures, meeting with friends, spending time with family. So at the same time, traditional photo editors continuously stealing the time from you, making it harder to enjoy photography because you have to spend so much time editing. And while the photography, different photo apps have a modern interface, they have been created many, many, many years ago. So many of them are using the same techniques that appeared in computer programs over 25 years ago. And we think it's time to change that. So why do you need to fight to get a perfect exposure? With the traditional photo editors, you still have to do the manual controls such as shadows and highlights and brightness and contrast. And they may sound professional, but you're doing the same thing over and over again. So that's why we have created technologies such as Accent AI that automatically analyzes the picture and makes the exposure perfect. And again, you're in the full control, so you can adjust it in the how much you want of this. And if you're not, if 100% a little too much, you can dial down easily just a little bit. So reason number two, you'll get a lot more things done. Everyone appreciates a great looking portrait, but high-end retouching is usually expensive and very time consuming. So why would you use 30 layers in different programs and brushes and masking just to get one picture complete? With artificial intelligence, it becomes a lot easier to achieve great results just like never before. And with AI, it is possible that you can use the same high-end techniques, such as frequency separation, but with Skin AI, you can do those fully automatically. So you don't have to do any of the selections. You don't have to do any of the layers and any of the masking. Everything will be fully automatic. And one thing that Luminar has brought to the market the very first time is to remove the shine of the skin, especially if the portraits are taken outside or if there's a bit of a glare from the lighting equipment. So this is the first time such tool was released, and Luminar AI will make the most out of that as well. So when you want to add a little bit of the light to your face, or if you want to thicken eyebrows a little bit or whiten teeth with Face AI, it's now possible fully automatic without creating layers or masks. And again, it learns from a large data set of pictures so that the next time there is a release or an update to Luminar, it gets smarter over time. And of course, you can achieve the perfect look with many other tools in Face AI that will be coming to Luminar AI. So the reason number 3, you'll get creative inspiration. And that's important because the hardest part of the image is to know where to start. And it feels like you're starting at a blank page without actually knowing what exactly do you want to change. Do you want to change the colors or the tones? And with Luminar AI, it removes this editing and creative block by suggesting you the changes that you want to make automatically. So how does it do this? Luminar AI considers the content of the image and the context it's taken in. So for a cityscape or for a portrait, it will suggest different templates. And templates are basically looks on steroids. They're smarter than ever before. It allows to use uh, all of the AI tools that exist, and they can become part of the template, such as the Skin AI or Face AI and other technologies. And they're an excellent way to transfer the picture from the original raw picture to something completely new and creative. And again, you're in complete control. This is your starting point. With templates, you just get an access to the starting point to get you inspired, but you are, as a creator, in complete control how you want to adjust it and what kind of edits you want to make with that. So the reason number 4 is that you can stop feeling stressed. And traditional photo editing is very time consuming. It takes a long time. It takes time to find the right tool. There's a lot of tools and a lot of other photo editing programs are becoming more and more complex over time. So you have to keep track of dozens of layers and brushes and new textures that you might be downloading. That may be very overwhelming. Instead, Luminar puts all of those tools right at your fingertips, so you're able to access them very, very easily. And with the artificial intelligence, a lot of those tools and tasks are just one click or one slider away. So all of the edits in Luminar AI are non-destructive. So you never actually have to save the picture. It will be saved automatically, and they can be tweaked and revisited at any time whenever you want. So it will save you time. Once you have the picture or the look that you have in mind, such as this is in the picture, you can actually save this. And the changes such as sky or sharpness or colors will be saved so that they will be applied to the next image that you have in your collection. What's more important is that if you use AI tools such as Accent AI or Skin AI, they will depend on the image that you have. So for example, if the image does not have a person in the picture, there is no need for Skin AI, so it will not be applied. And that's the transformational power of Luminar. And the reason number 5 is that you will get creative superpowers. With photo editing being a very complex and daunting process, it might take a while, even for seasoned professionals, for people who spend years and years and years practicing the craft. But when you have the power of the AI, you can make striking images a lot easier and a lot faster. So Luminar AI is designed to solve real problems. We have talked to hundreds of different photographers to make sure that we understand what are the tasks that they love to do, and we keep the full control over those tasks, and the things that they hate to do, and they want to AI to help them out with those. So we are talking to those people all the time and making sure that it meets the expectations from communicators, professionals, and amateurs all around the world. So currently I want to talk about a few key information for affiliate partners. So first of all, please use the correct links from the affiliate program to make sure that you're fully tracking Luminar AI sales. So Luminar AI is currently in the pre-order period, so it will be released at the end of the year, and we want to make sure that whenever you talk about Luminar, whenever you share the news and new information about Luminar, you use your correct links. And again, as mentioned at the bottom, the Luminar 4 is still for sale. It's a great product. It's just been updated with the latest version. It's the fastest version yet we released, and we're focused on making sure that Luminar 4 gets more performance and system updates in 2021. So one of the important things is that the discount code that you might have had, it will not work during the pre-order period. So once Luminar AI is released, it will continue working as normal, and we will let you know about this. Whenever you're using Luminar in marketing your blog, please use those correct names. So Luminar AI with subscript and Luminar with the space AI. At the bottom, you can see some of the incorrect ways of naming this. Please make sure that you're using correct names for Luminar. All right, and so now just a couple more information about the Mac and Windows settings. So you can see the Macs and the systems that are supported. One thing to keep in mind is that 16 gigabytes of RAM is highly recommended. Again, it is using AI, so it's not the same comparison with other photo editing tools, because it looks at the data not in the cloud, but on your computer. It uses the processing power of your Mac or Windows computer to make sure that it can analyze things like faces or objects. And for Windows, those are the settings. Again, it's highly recommended to get 16 gigs of RAM or more. So please note that Windows 7 will not be supported, and as well as Windows 8.1. They are becoming obsolete, so we will not be supporting those systems in the when Luminar AI is released. So important information about the plugins. So Luminar AI can be used as a plugin to the following apps: Lightroom Classic, Photoshop from CS5 and higher, Mac OS Photos, and we are dropping support for 2 products that are not going to be supported when Luminar AI is released: Apple Aperture and Photoshop Elements. So this is all of the information that we'll be sharing today. If you have any questions about the affiliate program, or if you have questions to us, please write to affiliates@skylum.com. We are speaking Japanese, will accept me, and will reply to you as soon as possible and have a conversation with you. Luminar AI is a very exciting release. It's the most important thing we've done at Skylum, and we want to make sure that you benefit from the sales and from the information that we're sharing today. Thank you very much.